as we discuss key areas in the maritime sector, from aquaculture, maritime transportation, maritime labor regulation, oil and gas exploration, ferry and passenger insurance, marine pollution and prevention, port operations, and lots more. Maritime Frontiers, exploring Nigeria's blue economy. In a world where truth is the ultimate power and opinions scream the loudest, it's time to wade through the noise.
Hunger no get tribe! Hunger no get religion!
And scan the human interest and trending topics that matter. Stay tuned to The Issues, your plug to the stories making the buzz, from politics to science and technology, social justice, and more. Let's tackle the tough questions and expose the truth. The Issues, on Voice of the People Television, Mondays to Fridays, 8 to 9 p.m. The Issues. Don't just react, understand.
VOP TV. Now, you have more than a voice.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. This is Newspaper Review. I am Moses Humphrey.
And I am Chukwuma. Thanks for joining us again.
And of course, we've been joined by Mr. Darlington Agumo Esquire. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah,
and
my pleasure.
Actually, we'll also get our guest from our outstation. But let's go through the papers. And this one jumps out at me, speaks to insecurity and the rest. And I was listening to a program this morning on my way to work, and this was the same story that was being deliberated on. It's from the Vanguard newspaper, and I think maybe a few other dailies, but this one from the Vanguard newspaper, basically. It's the big story here. And the story reads, allegations of a terrorist. 2 former governors fueling insecurity. Coming from who? Bello. Yeah, and the writers to it says, ex-governors responsible for long-running insecurity in North admits peace talks, denies 30 million naira payoff. It's all lies, says governor's sources. Security forces gunned down notorious bandits Kachala Naala in Sokoto. Now, the story has it that Bello, I think sometime in the past, held a meeting with Governor Matawali when he was governor, where some amount of money were said to have been given to him to end insecurity, and contracts also to supply rams were given to him. But he said that, look, those were lies. No such money was given to him, and he called the minister, Matawali, who is a Minister of State for Defense, right? As one of those sponsoring terrorism in the north. So these are the allegations. Let's see if I can go a little deeper into the headlines as put forward by the Vanguard newspaper. Let's see if we can read a little into it. Okay, so let's see how far we can go with this.
No.
Barrister, no, before you come in.
Go ahead.
Notorious bandit leader Bello Turji has accused two former northern governors of fueling insecurity in the country, especially the north. He also confirmed participating in a series of peace meetings with the Zamfara state government during the administration of a former governor of the state, but vehemently denied claims that he received 30 million naira or any material inducement to participate in the process. An effort made to get the reaction of both former governors at press time proved abortive. Okay, so Bello Turji, in a viral video which surfaced yesterday, accused past political leadership in Zamfara and Sokoto states of laying the foundation for the region's long-running insecurity. He alleged that former administrations armed vigilante groups, popularly known as Yanbanga, which he claimed disproportionately targeted Fulani communities and escalated violence. The bandits, as specifically named former Sokoto state governor and his former Zamfara state counterpart, of calling for their arrest and investigation over what he described as their roles in the crisis. He says, "We openly say that former governors of Zamfara and Sokoto states are responsible for the calamities that befell these states," Turji claimed. He sought to distance himself from any political influence, insisting that he was not acting on behalf of any politician or interest groups. He says, "We are not politicians and we are not tools of politicians. There is no human being backing us," he said. Okay, well, is this trying to save his head because we hear that the security agencies are closing in on him? Could that be what this is about? Or what are your thoughts, Barrister?
Sorry, Barrister, before you move into it, who granted the interview?
He did a video.
He said the video.
I know it's troubling that we are reporting this.
As usual.
Basically, he granted a press conference.
Okay.
That's what it is. So what he did was a video that he put out on social media.
Okay.
Now,
Yes. And in that video, he said all these things.
look, there are things that are very, very annoying, seriously. Very, very annoying. You don't even begin to think of, you don't, in fact, look at the terrorists accusing state actors of fueling insecurity. A terrorist who routinely release those in his captives whenever you visit him. A terrorist who routinely release some arms and say, go and give your government these ones, I will keep the other, you know. Somebody who came before the camera and told us that, look, this business we are doing, it is one of you that gave it to us. So. A terrorist in Nigeria who's even a foreigner. Mr. Moses, please, how do you begin to analyze this type of nonsense? You mean Nigeria have gotten so, I don't understand. A terrorist from foreign country, telling us this type of story on our own soil. Oh, God Almighty. God, where are you? This is unheard of anywhere in the world. He is being specific. This is not the first time, remember. This is not the first time this man is saying this type of thing, yet nobody pays attention to him. Not even to arrest him or to neutralize him. This man is acting as if he's an alternate government to Nigeria. Can't you see it? Look at how long this man has been operating in Nigerian soil. He is saying he's not acting on, so you are even acting. The people you kidnap that you release to us routinely, who are there to you? Who told you to kidnap them? You mean as you are talking now, told you better, there's nobody in your custody. Oh my God. This insult is too much.
Barrister, should that be the problem of Georgia or the problem of the government?
I mean, for him to be talking, that means somebody is backing him. I'm not joking.
That's exactly what he's saying.
Uh-huh.
That look, two former governors are the people behind the insecurity in the north.
You can see, did I not tell you that the tiger you are riding on his back, one day you end up in the belly of that tiger. The people that projected him from Niger over to you, you can see it now. I have always told you, evil does not last forever. At a point in time, all of you will begin to reveal yourself to everybody who care to listen. Look at somebody from Niger that the government cannot even tolerate over there. The junta in Niger have told us that, look, Toju Bello should be very careful, that he knows why Nigerian government is backing him. They said it. Yet, Mr. Okoro, you and I are here talking of insecurity as if we don't know what happened. We don't know who is behind it. I mean, it's very sad, seriously. Look, I will stop talking about this matter if government does not want to take action.
Barrister, the fact remains that that Toji Bello has said it under the circumstances that he said it doesn't mean that that they are guilty.
Exactly.
Can you imagine? And government is listening to something. Mr. Okoro, imagine if somebody from my own part of the town is saying this in Okoro. Just imagine what will happen if somebody should come out and be making this noise from the southeast. Just imagine. Tomorrow you say, why are the Igbos agitating? You can see it. A foreigner, terrorist, talking like this to everybody as if Nigeria
that's exactly my point. It should be the responsibility of government to rein him in, to capture him and try him.
If government
and if Niger Republic has a problem with that, then they will come and tell us. I mean, after we have captured him. But that said, politicians, we have always been told by even governors, what's his name, Professor Zunu Galam, the other day said, look, politicians are the ones behind insecurity in Borno State. Governor of Plateau State, Governor of Benue State said, look, I know certain politicians, but unfortunately, when they say these things, they don't name them, they don't mention them.
Even when they name them, Matawale has been in the picture. What happened?
No, Matawale has been in the picture, but there is this argument between Matawale and Dauda Lawal. Matawale accused Dauda Lawal, and Dauda Lawal in turn accused Matawale. But it is curious to understand that in all of this, we hear the president and say, at that point, I think the presidency said, look, Matawale has not been found, wanting. And they gave him a clean bill of health. And he continued to serve in this government.
Good. That will tell you that.
Why is it possible? I think it was the National Security Advisor said, look, we don't have anything we don't have any information, any intelligence against the former governor of Zamfara State.
Good.
Bello Matawale and all of this. So the suspicion is the governor. How about this other person?
Yes.
And people like Zulum should tell us when they say politicians are the ones
now is the one calling for
calling for the arrest of this
investigation.
Can you imagine? Terrorists.
So is it not laughable? They make light of the whole
situation. Don't do any mockery of government of Nigeria. That a terrorist will be telling you what to do and what not to do.
It's like Osama bin Laden telling American government, what to do. The people in government that are causing problems.
Can you just
United
imagine?
States government. Of course, America will never take that.
Every time you'll be hearing, we are closing in on Toju Bello. Since how many years now? Every time we are closing in on him. We are closing in on him. What kind of rubbish is done for God's sake? And every day they'll come and tell us we are working very hard to end insecurity. We are working hard. We have been neutralizing. Oh my! Look, you see this deceit. Is very. If you are a patriotic Nigerian, this thing should embarrass you. I'm not joking. It should embarrass you that a government will be this lazy, this laid back, that a terrorist will not be. Remember this man that Obadiah, that CBN man that he said that governors are behind all these things. And immediately he said it, they arrested him and shortly after the man died. Is that not true? Every time they mention governor, go and listen to the report by Dan Ale Kefas. I think it's in the internet. A very deep report about how the former chief of army staff died. That, what's his name? That died. The man named everybody. Yet the report is before Tinubu. As I talk to you now, he is with it. The man said he submitted it to him. Mr. Okoro, nobody has been brought in. Nobody. And you are telling me you are fighting insecurity. The man even said that when he brought that report, they had to detain him for 64 years.
64 years?
For 64 days. 64 days. A high-ranking military officer like that. After all, he was very specific. He even said that plane crash was a bomb. It was not ordinary. He mentioned everything that happened. How some people's legs were blown out. That cannot be crash. Mr. Okoro. So tomorrow, when I'm against this military, let nobody blame me because the report is out there now. They are the ones wearing this thing. Yet they will tell me they are fighting insecurity. Look at the contradiction. If you are truly what you claim to be, can such a thing happen?
Exactly the question.
You are chief of farming staff.
When we heard that the federal government has approved 94,000 new
to be new recruited.
And I asked the question: this new enlistment, does it look like the military is currently overwhelmed? And so these new people, the 14,000 soldiers, that you want to send to the Army, Navy, and Air Force, what new brief are you going to give them? Different from the brief you gave the old ones. Briefs like when they are trying to overpower the terrorists and all of that. And order comes.
They will pull back. Yeah.
So these new ones, will you give them a fresh order to attack and kill?
It means that most of our military have resigned from the military. They don't want to tell us. For them to be talking of recruiting this number of people, Mr. Okoro, they have all left. And they don't want to make it public. Not to frighten those who are still fighting. All these things they are telling us, there is no truth in any of them. No truth. If you see the level of betrayal in the military, you wouldn't even want to go into it. From what you are hearing now and from the report you are hearing, this military are not sincere.
Talking about the military, we hear that the president has promoted his
ADC, yes.
Twice in 1 year.
Twice in 1 year.
Oh, so, that is
the
the infamy that is
in
going
January,
on.
and now
the brigadier.
So
ordinarily, what should be the rank of the president's ADC? Does he have any limit?
He came in as a lieutenant colonel.
Okay.
As a lieutenant colonel.
From there to colonel.
So the reason they are promoting him is what I find laughable.
Did anybody tell you?
No, the reason is that so there will be a spirited call within the villa because the SSS man has just been made a director. That's the president's SSS aide, and then the police security aide as well has just been made. I think he has also been promoted.
Okay, so that they will be at par.
They'll be at par.
Okay,
they'll be at par with commissioner or something. So now promoting him to that level puts them at par. So the rest will not be above him.
One another as equal.
Exactly.
No, as long as you are not in the same military establishment,
it shouldn't matter.
It should be seniority.
No, but there should also be a command structure in the president.
But what then happens to his mates? His mates?
Yes, who are not in the presidency.
In the military.
In the military.
Everybody is not promoted at the same time.
You see,
that's why when you have people get in as first lieutenants, by the time they are 15, 20 years, you some of them colonel, some brigadier, some major general. And that is how it ends.
And don't you think this will bring some sort of bad blood?
Of course, certainly it will.
It's obvious.
Certainly it will.
It's obvious, including this elongation of tenure, whereby you now put some people on hold, while their junior will be above them. Why do you think you will be happy with such a thing, Mr. Okoro? How?
Well, whatever happens, I think there are several questions around the sincerity of.
In fact, Nigeria, the way this thing is being run,
except there is something they know that we don't know.
That is not.
But from what we see, I mean, the government cannot be telling us that look, we are trying to recruit more people, and meanwhile, the people that are in there, by the time they want to overpower the terrorists, ask them to pull back. For what reason?
And they are not well treated. And they are not well treated. They are not well treated. That's even the major reason. They are not waiting.
And we seem to be fighting insecurity. Meanwhile, fighting terrorism. And America says we're on the right path. Meanwhile, we have 600,000 Benue indigenous living in IDP camps.
Eh?
And their homes, not that their homes are flooded, Not that there is any form of natural disaster in their homes. Their homes are occupied by foreigners.
Foreign terrorists.
And you tell us that you are fighting insecurity. The only way I believe that this government is intentional in fighting insecurity is if they start from that point that, look, you have to take back all the IDPs back to their native land. Then Nigerians will believe that, look, you are sincere in this fight.
Look at how long this thing has happened, Mr. Okoro. Before America reacted, look at how long this thing has been going on. Look at how, that means if not for this thing from Donald Trump, nobody would have done anything. No. All these other revelations that
apart from the Donald Trump pressure, even within the Donald Trump pressure, do we see enough effort?
At least our fears have been confirmed. All along, we have been saying it, but nobody have a handle on what is going on. All this revelation that is coming out now, from the report they submitted to Buhari and to Tinubu, which is coming out now in the open.
We have Comrade Roy Yabo. Comrade Roy, please feel free to join in into the conversation.
Thank you.
Oh my God, you always forget my name.
Go ahead, please.
I did not hear the question, sir.
Oh, okay. It's not a question, actually. We're just reacting to the headline. The headline being two former allegations of a terrorist, two former governors fueling insecurity, Torji Bello. I don't know if you are familiar with that story. If you are, then let's have your take. If not, we'll move on to another story.
Of course, this is not the first time we are hearing that people, there are Nigerians who are sponsoring this insecurity. Even some international organizations have mentioned him. Even some foreign countries have also mentioned him. Nigeria government have never considered it wise to say, let's consider those variables. And I believe, and that's the reason why I strongly believe that those in position of authority don't want this insecurity to end. Because there is a school of thought, we say that some of them are profiting from the whole arrangement, and they will continuously want to, what favors you continue want to make it to continue to happen so that you start reaping the dividends. That is what's going on. If Nigeria government genuinely want to fight insecurity, to me, it's not a rocket science. It's just a matter to take a situation that will make it to work. A person who is an inspector general of police who will be there, you know the time have elapsed, you see continue to keep him there. How do you expect the younger ones who will be aspiring to want to be an IGP, how do you expect them to put in their best? They are already limiting their potentials, and this have a way of also affecting the level of security within the system. Nigeria government, President Tinubu must consider it now to say, well, we are not supposed, this man, you can't remain like this. How do you even, one of the things I've even been very bothered about, how do you remove a man who was not doing well as an army chief, you are not making me a minister of defense? I find it difficult to reconcile.
Some would disagree with you. Some of us think that he was doing okay. He was doing okay as the chief of defense staff.
If he was doing okay, why was he removed?
Well, there
do you check the winning team?
There could be other reasons.
Is the year of service is still very favorable to him? Is he have more years to do with the army?
Yes, but then politically, since he was appointed, he was removed, and then he had to leave office.
Do you know the financial implication of that? What it costs Nigeria to do that?
Apparently, yes, of course.
We are borrowing money. We must be very careful.
So it's governance now that is the issue. It's governance. That's the issue.
And the government are the issue. Government must show serious capacity to also question them.
All right.
Because if you don't question those who are financing it, the source, that is the source of the power of the insurgency. If you don't question them and nip it in the body, the process will continue. So we just be dancing up and down.
Issues about money is spent and monies and all of that. So let's quickly run into another issue. If time allows us, I'd like us to also talk about.
Sorry, Moses, before you go to that thing, you were here when they promoted this chief of defense, Abi, this new person that came, and when he came, he was blowing hot. I told you here that he's not going to do anything. Did I not? Abi, did I not?
The Minister of Defense.
Yes, I told you. Did I not?
He just started.
Please wait. How many days? Hold on. How many days does it take you to
do? It's not even up to 2 weeks.
Well, leave that thing.
Okay, what are you expecting?
Donald Trump started action from inauguration day. Donald Trump, he started action. That day, in fact, he read his 14 policy statements. That day, he was inaugurated.
The same Donald Trump you are talking about said that the Ukraine war and Gaza Hamas war will end in 3 months. Did it?
But he went into it. I didn't intervene.
So the minister has gone into it.
Listen. Hold on. Listen. There are things that are very immediate. Listen. He told us that he wants to find out who gave the order for the security to leave that school before these girls were kidnapped.
Yes.
Is that not true?
Yes.
How many weeks now?
Do you know if he has done that?
And it's not in the public domain, Abi. Do you need to set up a panel for that, Mr. Okoro? Please, you people are just defending this government.
No,
for what?
We are not defending.
We are
holding a conversation.
How long does it take for someone to say, who gave this order? A question, somebody will answer you immediately. Is that not true? Do you need to set up a panel?
If they have found out?
And found out and nobody told us. We should know.
Barrister, it's the same thing. If they tell you every move, you say, why are you...
If it is right now, if it is right, I will support it. But this one, I told you here that nothing will happen.
Barrister, this is military intelligence. It's not everything that will be put out in the public.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, military intelligence, Abi? That the intelligence made our girls to be somewhere now in the bush with terrorists, Abi? What is intelligence there?
No,
Intelligence that made somebody to give order that some people should live where they were.
Barrister, don't twist the conversation. The chief of the Minister of Defense said, look, I'm going to find out, I'm investigating who gave the order for the military to be pulled out. As at now, we don't know.
Oh, really? And it's taking how many weeks now?
It doesn't matter. Maybe they already know and they're already taking action.
The one that
Barrister, what we need to say is that, look, there is action on the ground.
There is no action. Nothing will come. I told you, whenever government don't want to do anything, they set up a panel. Yes, they set up a committee that will look into what the other committee did, and from there they will not.
There is this notorious bandit in Sokoto State that has been gone down. Are you aware?
Let us see.
He was taken out.
Have they shown you this?
He was taken out.
Have they shown you anybody?
I'm trying to recall his name.
Okay.
Have they Kachala? Have they told you anybody?
Kachala, yes. Kachala.
Have they told you any? Have you seen any of them? Have you seen any of them? Are we not supposed to see those who have been troubling our lives? Whenever this happens, you just hear it in the news, nothing else. What kind of thing is this?
You mean when they kill Kachala, they should come and show us?
Well, what is wrong in doing that? What is wrong? Tell me, what is wrong?
Barrister, when America killed Osama bin Laden, have you ever seen the picture?
What are you telling me? What are you telling me?
What picture did you see?
They brought it. They brought it out.
Someone's picture.
What are you telling me? When they put him in an iron casket and threw him inside the river so that nobody will go there for pilgrimage. It happened.
Okay.
But apart of that, was so emulate America, because what we are fighting is different from what America did.
I bet it's still
This one, they call them bandits. Bandits that you are holding meeting with, government, holding meeting with bandits, and they will not tell you.
Doing press conference.
Can you just imagine? Did it happen with Osama bin Laden?
Okay, Barrister, I know you're upset.
I should be. Upset is a very mind word.
Okay,
what are you telling me? In a country, you claim to be a sovereign state. America should not come into it, but the bandits can come here and be telling you stories. Bandits, and you say you're a sovereign state. From Nigeria.
Let's see how much more upset you'll get when I read the next story. Okay, so the next story is from the Guardian newspaper. It's a big story on the cover page of the Guardian. Can be found on page 6. It says Buhari's legacy on trial as Emefiele ex-ministers face 3.5 trillion naira graft probe. Now let me see if I can quickly take you through it. Now the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) is currently investigating Chris Ngige, a former minister of Labour, over an alleged 2.2 billion naira fraud. That's for Chris Ngige. Now, former Minister of Aviation and close political associate Hadi Sirika is also facing charges over an alleged 2.7 billion naira fraud linked to aviation projects. That's another one. We also have the Emefiele. Yes, Emefiele's arbitrarily allocated 3 trillion naira worth of foreign exchange, equivalent to $2 billion, without competitive bids or due process, allegedly conferring undue advantage on associates. All right, that's one of the allegations against Emefiele. There are others, the housing estate and the rest, a few others. That's for Emefiele. Now, EFCC is also prosecuting former Minister of Power, Saleh Maman, who's been ordered by a federal high court in Abuja to answer to a 33.8 billion naira money laundering trial. Similarly, Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development under the former minister Sadiya Umaru Farouk is accused of laundering 37 billion naira meant for social intervention programs. All right. Now, we haven't even, okay. Now, collectively, the allegations involving Buhari's era officials total an estimated 471 billion naira in direct naira figures when the alleged 2 billion naira forex allocation is factored in. The total could be approximately 3.47 trillion naira, highlighting staggering magnitude of the cases confronting anti-graft investigators. There you have it.
So I should clap for them now, Abi.
Well, I don't expect you to clap.
So
I expect you to speak
so
on the matter.
I am not amused.
You're not.
I am not amused with what you just read now. It's just a statement. What are the actions?
They're investigating.
Has anybody been brought in, Mr. Moses?
He is in detention.
Really? Yes. And you think at the end of the day,
Malami is in detention.
Are you sure? Oh God.
Boris, I don't know what will happen tomorrow, but I know that as
listen,
they are still in detention.
This thing they said is for the optics, for Nigeria to believe that something is happening. We are nothing is happening. Let them first of all grab the 210 trillion naira. This one is just under our nose. This one happen now. Let us start from the known to the unknown.
Barrister, do you believe in this country?
What?
Do you believe that this country can be great again?
How can it be great with this type of people? No, tell me how. How can it be great with this type of people running the show? Greatness is an action by great men. Did you see any great man here? Hold on. Did you see any great man here? That kind of money cannot be missing, and everybody just behave as if nothing happened.
Let's stay with the people that the APC people that served under Buhari. That this APC.
Why are you after them? They go after the one here now.
Go after them.
Mr. Listen, I told you here. Start from the known to the unknown. I will take you serious.
The known now.
The known is this one that happened now.
This one happened now.
210 trillion.
It happened in the past 10 years.
They said
the 210 trillion is not in one fell swoop. Cumulative for 10 years. Yes. Now we have a Hadi Siriki, former aviation minister, who more like scammed Nigerians, more like inflation, because he's not been proven guilty. Barrister, this administration is trying Hadi Siriki. This administration is investigating. Look, Abubakar Malami. This administration is investigating Chris Nwabweze. So
they are going after those who are in their bad book.
But at least they are going after.
Listen, I'm coming. I am coming. Who alleges my proof under the law? Is that not true?
Okay.
Good. Remember what happened to Ojekalo? This man was properly jailed. In fact, at a point, he became the first governor also under this administration that was jailed.
After 12 years of trial.
Good. What happened at the end of the day? Please tell me, did he serve that jail sentence?
It wasn't the federal government that released him. It was a court of competent jurisdiction that said, look, your trial was in error ab initio.
Oh God,
you said that he who alleges must prove. You are alleging that 210 trillion naira was stolen. Have you proven that?
Listen, that means you don't know the story of Ojekalo. What you said now. Ojekalo was properly jailed.
Okay.
Now, APC people wanted to save him. You know what they did? They now promoted the judge that handled the case and then backdated it. Listen very well, though. Because that way I quarrel with Okoro. You only want to deceive me, but I will not allow you to do that. Now, they backdated it and say as at the time this judge passed that judgment, he has been promoted. So he has no...
Barrister, that's not correct. That was not what happened.
What happened?
Barrister, that was not happening.
What happened?
What happened was that the judge was promoted.
Oh,
wait, hold on. You have stated your own part.
Promoted the how? Go ahead.
Barrister, you have stated your own part.
Go ahead. I've not finished. Go ahead.
The judge was promoted from High Court to Appeal Court. And when he was handling Oji's case, you know what happened? But to try that case in the High Court,
oh God Almighty!
That was what happened. Not that they backdated his promotion. No, they did not.
That was what happened. That was what the judge did not stand. They said that at the time he passed that judgment, he had been promoted.
No, he came from the appeal court to try that case, which is abnormal, which is not correct.
Why was he promoted in the first place?
What do you mean? People get promoted from High Court to Appeal Court to Supreme Court. Yes.
You can see you
so,
now. It was not deliberate, Abi. It was not
deliberate.
It's not deliberate for him to have been promoted, though.
He merited the promotion.
He did not. Let me hear, please. He did not. He did not. Okay.
So if they promote Peter Lifu or Moto Shona, you say they are not deserving of it.
Somebody handled that case and finished it. That was even what happened. He was already inside the jail, inside the correctional center. Before they now brought him out. Listen, now you are not getting it here.
You are missing the point.
You are missing the point. He had been jailed properly. Right. It was later that they now said this man had been promoted. And for that reason, that case he handled was what? Null and void.
Barrister, that was not what happened.
I don't like this one. Was the cabinet not inside the jail? Was he not inside the jail?
Was it not appeal court that squashed the jail?
Because of what happened. That's what I'm telling you. Because of what happened.
Let's take the argument to Comrade Roy Oriamo. Comrade, please.
Over 3.5 trillion naira.
Yes.
Looted
33 in total. In total. Yes. 33.
Looted or mismanaged under Buhari regime. That is an indictment on the government of Buhari.
7 trillion.
And there's also a direct indictment on the APC government. That will show to you that how late Buhari mismanaged this country. That will show to us that Buhari was never in charge. Under his watch, over 3.5 trillion naira looted from our purse. No, it's called for a deep sober reflection. Let Buhari, if it is possible for we to reach out to him in the grave, he is supposed to take responsibility for this. That was a man we were told in this country that is a no-nonsense man. He does not believe in corruption. Now look at what we are seeing. Look at what is coming on. Look at the revelation. Is it not shocking? Is it not disappointing? How do, in an economy like Nigeria that is struggling, in a struggling economy, over 3.5 looted by selected few, and you expect people like us to be happy over it? No. The APC government, the Buhari government came to this time to loot and to destroy what belongs to Nigeria. And the present president must take it upon himself to vindicate himself that he was not part and parcel of that arrangement. These persons need to give us that money back. They need to, not just for them to go and serve. If at the end of the day they are found guilty, they should return those funds to us. In this present day Nigeria, 3.5 trillion will go a long way. How many states have look at the budget
it's
of
actually 3.47. 3.47 trillion.
Which is more like 3.5.
Which is
what is the difference?
Which is more like 3.5.
Okay, if you want to put it that way.
What is the difference? We just need to show concern that I'm happy that this is coming now so that we know the kind of government what Buhari did to Nigeria. When some of us said Buhari was a disaster, some person took it upon themselves to say no, we did not love Buhari. Look at the revolution now. Comrade
Roy, I think Comrade Roy, part of the conversation is that look, 3.5 trillion naira is alleged to have been mismanaged under Buhari administration, which is an APC government, and that we have an APC government under Buhari's watch that is trying, people responsible for the mismanagement. That's the argument. So, do you think that the president is intentional in fighting corruption at this point?
He's not.
How far you have the responsibility to fight corruption? Okay. One of the selling points of the APC government when they were coming to government is to fight corruption. And I believe one of the cardinal points of this government is also to fight corruption. It must go back, it must revisit it, it must show that serious concern and a serious capacity to fight corruption for us. Because under APC, if you take an inventory of what have happened under APC, you now come with the 2 years of the present administration, you will know that Nigeria, we have every reason to be sober this material time.
Now, comrade, when you talk about responsibility, yes, it has that responsibility, but we also know that people do abdicate responsibility. So the question is, do you think that is intentional now in fighting corruption?
No, let us not go to that direction. What matters is that, are they really, is this person, do they looted our funds? I think that's supposed to be the question. Whichever way the president administration is going about, we should have ourselves, this person, we should ask ourselves, do they really looted this country? Do they looted our funds? Did they stop from us? If it is yes, they should go about it. This is not out of the political. If we retrieve that money from them, you know it will go a long way. Then we have a system now that is looking for any money to borrow from anywhere.
Well,
it's looking for anywhere to borrow money. If we can get this money back,
the issue is also that retrieved looted funds are relooted.
That is the problem, because Malami is undergoing investigations. Why? Because we hear that there are 46 accounts, linked to him in his name, and that is tied to the Abacha loot and all of that. So these monies are not just recovered; they are also relooted.
That's the problem.
That seems to be the problem.
If that is also the mission of this government to reloot it, another government will also come to us. How were you able to loot?
And they also reloot, so the circle continues. It becomes a circle show.
Let the process continue. After legality looted, Okoro will not reloot it. After the exit of Okoro, then Moses will come and reloot it. The cycle continue. The cycle continue.
Okay, and we just hope that Comrade Roy Riabo will end that circle by not relooting it. Is that good?
That is the message.
That's the message.
The thing is that people get away with this.
No, the thing is that the looting started with Barrister.
The fact is that some people are untouchable. They are in this looting game. Some people are. You will see what they have done. Yeah, you can't confront them.
But it's interesting that they are trying out the Buhari ministers and the rest.
And your own.
But then nobody is saying anything about better edu.
I'm telling you that's my concern here. Yes, even
it's one big basket that you keep putting people in.
Even Yahya Bello, his own case.
Yahya Bello is in court.
Hold on,
he's undergoing trial.
Look, it shouldn't take this long because the evidence is there. The American school had to return $800,000. Abi,
which is more like an indictment.
A very clear case. Is enough to say, "Oh, you go to jail for this." Yes, is there,
I think it's a problem to us because that is part of the problems we have with our criminal justice.
In fact,
the trial of OUK, for 12 long years. And so that shouldn't be. Within those 12 years, a lot of information, a lot of data will have been lost, sentiments will creep in and all of that. So what we are saying is, the lawyers have been asking, how do we reform our criminal justice system? And Nigerians are asking, EFCC is even asking for special courts, to try criminal cases. And it's the same lawyers that are saying, no, if you do that, it will look as if, you are trying to give more prominence to criminal cases or politically exposed people. Like we now have politicians of particular concern too, as we have judges of particular concern. It's not just Nigeria that is a country of particular concern.
Before we
he's laughing. It was Oria, but he said that we have judges of particular concern. So we also have politicians of particular concern.
Did you remember that when this government came into power, something happened? DSS raided the EFCC office, and a particular file with a particular name was taken out of that place. Are you aware? It happened. They laid siege in that place, took away all the documents, anything that had to do with this particular person and this particular politician. And that's the end of it. So forever to come, you will never hear, because where is the evidence? Where is your evidence? They have killed it. Oh, we are not serious.
There's another issue here that should be of concern to a lot of us. FIRS kicks as Northern elders condemn tax data deal with France. This issue rocks social media.
Yes.
The issue of
I'm telling
Nigeria-France deal. France helping Nigeria with data collation and the rest of them. And
so a foreign government will be collecting tax.
I see that more as outsourcing ourselves.
Can you imagine?
That is what it looks like.
A foreign government will help us to be collecting tax.
Not just tax, data. Data related to our taxes.
Oh, God,
Why? Why do we need all of that?
Oh, the same foreign government will not help us to collect data on corruption. They will not help us to do that, Abi. You can imagine.
Even when they do, we believe them.
Let them bring it out. Let the same foreign governments.
Foreign governments have been sending us list of terror sponsors, and we are not doing anything.
No, Nigerian politicians, including those in government, let them help us to tell us how much they have looted and who are those people. Let them help us. If they are very clever, Abi. So that with this now, you say yes, that the man is trying. Look at that. I have said it. What happened with Alpha Beta is going to happen with this tax reform. Go and bet me.
Okay, so this is what they are saying. Yesterday's signing of a memorandum of understanding between the Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS) and the French Tax Authority, Direction Générale des Finances Publiques, is not a harmless technical collaboration. It is a direct, unprotected gateway into the heart of Nigeria's tax infrastructure.
Oh, really?
Placing our most sensitive economic data into the hands of a foreign power whose engagements across Africa have historically led to economic manipulation, political pressure, and strategic domination. Now, in reaction to that, this is what the FIRS is saying, that it does not grant France access to Nigeria. It says the MOU is a standard, globally recognized cooperation framework focused solely on technical assistance and capacity building. It does not grant France access to Nigerian taxpayers' data, digital systems, or any element of our operational infrastructure. The body stated in a reaction yesterday.
Okay.
Well, FRS noted that all existing Nigerian laws on data protection, cybersecurity, and sovereignty remains fully applicable and strictly enforced. Okay. Well, so, that's basically it.
Hold on. No. If you don't give them
convincing this, to me.
It's not. Listen, no. If you don't give them all this information, how will they now work with you? Tell me how. If they are coming here for the purpose of our tax reform and all that, are you not going to provide them with all they need to work? And when you are providing it, are you not giving some information away? Look, these people, they think they are very clever. Insecurity, they think they are very clever, and it's very annoying. When your government will be treating you as if you are a zombie, you don't know anything. Where is the standard practice? When some people are telling you that in other countries where they practice this thing, it collapsed, it didn't work, yet you want to go and try it. So, of all the people we have in Nigeria, all the tax experts, none of them could do this except France, Abi. No, except France will do it, Abi.
Exactly my point. Why can't we build the system? Why can't we build that infrastructure to collect it ourselves?
I mean, what is there in the first place? What is there? I have told somebody
we have IT firms that can do all of this.
That I can do Nigerians,
but there are a lot of them.
A lot of them that can do all of this. So why France in particular?
This what is this data system that we're collecting revenue for government? This
remitter.
Good. You saw the expert job they have done. You saw the expert job remitter have been doing for government in this country. What is wrong with it? They don't want to impose another one on it. We don't like success in this country. Seriously, we don't like success. Every successful story, the government will try to kill it. Remitter, have anybody come with any complaint against Remitter? Since they have been working under Buhari and all that. It was Jonathan that created that thing. Now, all of a sudden, they are no longer good for us.
Yes, treasury singular.
I am telling you, all these things are there. Nobody has faulted it, but somebody wants to bring his own that will not benefit him. Benefit him. You are working with France. Meanwhile, we know your relationship with France. Whenever any government,
you say when we say we, who are the
Nigerians now? Is it not your money? Tax is it government?
No, I mean you say his relationship with France.
Are you not seeing when he was going there for almost everything? Are you not
going? You know the relationship. I don't know.
Why can't he visit America? Why can't he visit America like that?
Comrade Roy, please let's get your thoughts. Comrade Roy Yoriabo, if you stay with us, let's get your thoughts on this one.
The issue of we are not talking about sovereignty again.
I'm telling you.
We are not talking about sovereignty. When Trump said that he wants to help us, there was a Christian genocide in Nigeria, that they want everybody was shouting. Nigeria is a sovereign state. America should not come. Now France is not there. Saying I have nothing with our data. What kind of a society will you not go? What kind of result will you get under this arrangement? We have an organization that has shown capacity over the years, managing us. There have never been complained, but because of some certain interests now, you are moving now everything, our data will not be managed by another country. Then you are exposing all of us. They are exposing all of us because of their personal interests. It's very unfortunate. It is even a direct indictment of the leadership of Board of Internal Revenue. They are saying that they don't have the capacity to function. They are telling us that they don't know what they are supposed to do at a given time. There are indigenous organizations who will do more better than what they are imposing on us. This is just more. If I were to advise the president, I will immediately call for the sack of the chairman of the Board of Internal Revenue, because exposing our data to a foreign country, that will undermine us, whether you like it or not. Either now or later, we are still going to see that this is not a genuine and a sincere plan for Nigeria development. Thank you.
All right.
This is even an empowering the bank to take your money without your knowledge. Are you aware? With this thing they are doing about NIM, Mr. Okoro, you will see cases next year, because banks are going to extort and deduct your money without your knowledge. And when you ask them, it's the federal government that took it to everything else, federal government and their tax. So you can imagine.
But Taiwo has said that kind of thing will happen.
Are you serious? Really? Hold on. When innocent happened, there was not even the tax reform. If not that man is a big boy, who else can they take away 24 billion naira from his account and is still breathing? And you think that that's the only man, Abi? This other small business that are the 1,300 naira, 200 naira, and all that every month, they don't even pay attention to it. But when they now cumulatively, you now know how much these banks will be taking from you in the name of tax. This NIM, they said you must have it now because you can have bank account. You really remember? And your tax data, NIM and TIM. Remember when this NIM was proposed by Pantami, that he will help us to fight insecurity and all that. Up to today, nobody asked him, Mr.
Well, this would be a good place to wrap up this conversation.
All these things they tell us, we should be interrogating this in the Moses.
Yes, of course.
We should be interrogating it.
That's why
everything they just tell us. They say tax reform. I think that will bring
you out of time for newspaper review.
Let them return that money before we can pay more tax.
We'll have sports next.
Let them return the money they stole.
Subsequent programs on the station will have these conversations discussed elaborately. Well, thank you very much, Barrister Darlington Agumor. Thank you very much, Comrade Roy Oriabo. Well, thank you also, Chukwuma Okoro, who comes back later tonight at 6 p.m. on Political Lens.
And I'll be joined by Barrister Darlington Agumor, who first of all travel to River State to unpack what's going on in River State. Then we'll travel around the country to bring you interesting trending stories. Join us then. Promises to be quite interesting.
Well, there you have it. That's it on the show today. I am Moses Humphrey. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Bye for now.
Do you want your voice to be heard? Do you know that you matter in the scheme of things? The People's Voice, the show where ordinary citizens take center stage as we discuss the biggest stories that affect you and I. With you in mind, we facilitate lively discussions, debates, and interviews on the topics that matter most to you and I. From social justice to economic empowerment, education to healthcare, governance, and more. Tackling tough topics and amplifying your voice. Join the conversation and make your voice count. The People's Voice. Make your voice count.
Voice of the people. You can hear me now. My name is Patrick Doyle, and I wish that you continue to echo the voices of the people. Big up VOP TV.
My name is Suibifa Dokubo. Please keep watching VOP TV.
Hi, my name is Kwekumali Ikena Onyekwena, and I am with the Voice of the People TV. Now, if you're looking for the veritable channel for information, politics, robust discussions, you don't need to go far. VOP has you. VOP will always have you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Patrick Diabwa, aka Ibani Chuka, Amayanabo the Eagle King, and you are watching VOP TV. Stay with us.
Behind every broken desk lies a broken promise. Education shapes the nations. But who is asking the right questions?